I'm not good at telling stories, but I'll describe the next half in the best way I can. I couldn't believe it. Shanice was right in front of me. She was dead, her body torn to shreds with bits of bone poking out every few inches. I was at a loss for words. How in the hell could I hear her in my head just now? I began shaking violently. This is it. I've gone insane. That's it. I'm just hearing things. I don't think so. Shanice's voice boomed in my head. My heart palpitated and I felt sick to my stomach. Before I knew it, I vomited. Falling to my knees, I gasped for breath trying to calm down. Calm down, Darren, Shanice's voice said. My breathing was erratic, but I managed to get it back to its normal pace. Shanice sighed. It's really me, Darren. You aren't going crazy. I looked at her dead body again. How is that possible? Shanice sighed. I don't really get it myself, but after that beast got me, I began to feel my consciousness leave my body. As my soul left my body and went into you, I began seeing what you saw, feeling the emotions that you felt. I sat down and looked up at the sun. How can that be possible? I don't know, but I think I know someone who would know. Your grandfather. I frowned but realized she had a point. Whatever is going on here, he probably knew what was up. After alerting the authorities and calling my grandfather, he advised me on what to tell the police after I explained the story. To my surprise, he took the death of my parents easier than I would have expected. Even the fact that my girlfriend was now a part of me spiritually, he sort of laughed at that fact. You seem to want answers, he said. I frowned. Obviously, old man. He chuckled. Fine, fine. It's actually a family tradition. Our family, we are a group of monster hunters. Our family protects the reserve from a variety of monsters. My eyes widened. Really? He nodded. Yes. Naturally, our blood attracts monsters. Due to a curse, though we decided to use the curse to our advantage. We passed down monster hunting techniques and weapons from generation to generation. The best of us soul bonded with our lovers, which is something you and your girlfriend are witnessing. I heard Shanice gasp in my head. When did Darren and I soul bond? She asked. Yeah, when did we soul bond? My grandfather sighed. When you were both infants, a ritual was done on both of you. You two aren't together by accident. You two are always meant to be together, to protect the reserve. I couldn't hear Shanice, but I was sure she was shocked as me. So you're telling me she was going to die regardless? My grandfather shook his head. No, but her dying early is quite likely. You do attract monsters. As he said that, a crash sounded outside. My grandfather stood up and reached behind his chair. He tossed me a shotgun and held one himself. You see what I mean? This is your destiny, Darren. I squeezed the gun to my chest and followed my grandfather. He peered out of his front window. Shit, he remarked. I kept walking towards him and took a look myself. My body froze when I saw this gray creature. It had no legs, and 6 arms by its side. It had no mouth or nose either, but 2 round, bulbous eyes, with 2 fleshy wings keeping it afloat in the air. I quickly hid my face and ducked under the window. What the fuck? I whispered to myself. The creature slammed into the house again, causing it to shake. My grandfather ran past me and exited the door. I peered outside to see him dash forward and fire 2 shots. The bullets bounced off the creature, only irritating it. It then let out an ear-splitting yell. The sound was deafening. I covered my ears to stop them from ringing. But my grandfather, he wasn't so lucky. He froze in place as the monster's yells killed him. Blood began to drip out of his nose and his ears. His body shook uncontrollably as his eyes went bloodshot. By the time the creature was done with its wail, my grandfather was dead. I was overcome with emotions. To see so many of my loved ones die was emotionally killing me. Though I didn't cry, I didn't shake, I didn't even show emotion. I just stood up and calmly walked outside to face the creature. Shanice was screaming in my mind to run away and hide, but I didn't listen. Why did these things have to decide my fate? Why did I have to be born just to suffer? I then got on my knees in front of the creature and stared straight ahead.